Good morning, YouTubers. T Square with T Square Talk. So everybody's having a great day. Today, I wanted to do a video and talk a little bit about precious metals and how it relates to the comments that I'm reading on YouTube versus the people that I know in person and talk to on a daily basis. I find it interesting that there's a contrasting opinion of that. I don't know if that's because the people that are watching the videos are actually more invested, I guess you could say, because they're watching the videos every day. And I find it interesting because even on months where I say I want to slow down on precious metals, I find myself making these videos and it almost kind of pushes me a little bit more. It encourages me, I guess you could say, as opposed to the people that I see in my day-to-day life where they are frustrated. They're frustrated with, I'll be honest, prices going up. They're frustrated with life, bills, work, paycheck to paycheck. And I realize that it's the same for the people that are watching the videos. They have the same problems as the people that I know day to day. But there's something different because it's a different viewpoints. I can hear it in their comments. We're going to talk a little bit about that today. If you guys enjoy the video, help me out. Help the algorithm out by hitting that thumbs up button and leaving me a comment. And if you're not subscribed, do the ultimate and hit that subscribe button. I kind of laugh when I say the algorithm out because I'm so frustrated right now with the algorithm. It seems like it is literally a hit or miss with what's popular on YouTube and the trends, and you think you've got a good video and it doesn't do anything. And then I've had days where I've put up a video where I didn't even want to post the video, and then all of a sudden it does phenomenal, and I'm like, what in the world? So with that being said, let's jump into today's video. So it's interesting when I talk to people on my day-to-day travels and in life that a lot of these people are slowing down. They're either slowing down, they're not buying anymore, or they're just tapped out, or they just are so busy with work. I've talked to people where they're like, I've been meaning to buy, get in and get some, but I just haven't had time. Work's been so busy, everything going on. I guess I'll have to catch it on the next dip. And in my mind, I always laugh because I'm like, man, we're kind of in a dip right now. I mean, this is like I only just heard this on Friday, that comment that I'm telling you right now. So 2 days ago, and I was like, darn, the price is $27. What kind of dip is he waiting for? I know there's a lot of people out there that are waiting for a dip, a big dip, but I think the dips are getting fewer and further apart. And I think the odds of us seeing a tremendous dip. Do I think we could see $26 silver? I know there is one member right now that just heard me say $26 silver, and he's laughing because I keep hearing 26. But we may see 26, but how low are we going to go? The difference of missing out or saving $1 is something for me that I'm like, I'm not willing to do. I'm willing to pay the extra dollar and know that I'm not going to miss out on a really good deal, especially right now, because with people slowing down on buying, that means the premiums are not high right now. They're pretty low in general. Now, I have been trying to buy more local only because I know someone that he's been getting some stuff in periodically, and he is not a silver stacker. He owns a business, and people will bring him in stuff, and he flips it as quick as he can. And I told him, if you get anything gold or silver, call me. Now, I know I bought that little bag of silver jewelry. He got some gold rings in the other day, but I was like, man, that's kind of high for a little ring. But I guess gold is high. Now, I turned that down. I picked up recently some silverware, some silver rings, anything silver, especially because that kind of stuff you can get at spot or a little bit below spot, which is a good opportunity in my opinion. Whereas when you buy coins or rounds, you're going to pay a little bit more than spot. If you're lucky, you might find something at spot, but This gentleman, when he gets stuff in, he's quick to flip it. He has the true business mentality. And it's kind of funny because I talked to an old man when I first got into stacking, and he told me, he goes, look, if you go out and you buy this coin and you hold it, this round, and you hold it, you're speculating. You're speculating that the price of silver is going to go up and you're going to make a profit. But here's the thing. He goes, in my business, he goes, if I buy this for $16, and back then that's what silver was, it was $15, $16. He goes, I buy this for $16 and I sell it for 17 or 18, I just made $1 or $2. And here's the thing. There are people like you, T, that will come in and you'll buy, 40 or 50 of them. That's 40 or 50 bucks, maybe even 80 to $100 if there's a $2 premium, especially if you're getting something, maybe a little bit nicer. Who knows? So it's something to think about in that aspect. So whenever I find the deals like that, I do try to pick them up. But I find it just so interesting. Now, on the flip side of that, when I talk to the people, like I said, when I talk to the people in the real world, society, work, day-to-day events, it's all taking its toll on them. And it's slowing them down from stacking. But when I look and read the comments, every day I see comments. I just picked up another 20 ounces today. And some of them are not huge amounts. I saw someone just the other day, yesterday I think it was, left me a comment. I just picked up 40 silver dimes and 2 American silver eagles. And I mean, when you think about it, that's stacking at its truest, best way. You're just going at it a little bit here and there. Some people will say, oh, well, you're not going to become a millionaire overnight by buying small amounts. You can't say that, because it's not about becoming a millionaire. Like I did in yesterday's video, stacking precious metals is about true savings, true wealth preservation. It's about preserving wealth for down the road. I mean, I'll be honest, I'm getting a little older in my life, along with a lot of you guys that are watching the video. And some of you younger people are not really thinking maybe about the way things are going to be down the road necessarily. And what I mean by that is, at some point, we're going to retire. I talked to a gentleman the other day. He had been buying gold coins now probably 4 years, which is kind of, you think about it. And, he started buying when it was literally $1,400-$1,500. And the other day he had asked me, he goes, because even he's slowed down a little bit. But he had asked me, he goes, I don't really understand though. Now I'm getting closer to retirement. He's, 10, 15 years up on me. And he said, so what do I do? When I go to retire, do I just sell my collection? I said, no. You sell 1 or 2 coins at a time each month. You start getting Social Security, you collect your Social Security check, you collect your retirement check, you look at how much it is. If you know that you need $4,000 a month to, enjoy life and live comfortably, and you're only getting 2, then you sell an ounce of gold. You sell 1 ounce. And that, along with the other stuff, gives you the amount you need. You sell it in small amounts. He said, why just small amounts? Why not just sell it all? I said, because then at that point, your savings is all in dollars. Then you're vulnerable. I said, pretend this year, at the beginning of the year, you retired. I mean, beginning of the year, gold was $2,000. If he had sold his whole collection, he essentially would have lost 25% in terms of not getting it in the future. Now, I know some people are going to say, well, he wouldn't have lost 25%. If he bought it at 15 and now it's at 2,000, he made money. But you have to understand that where gold will be later. If you sell today at 25 and gold goes to 3,000 by the end of the year, then essentially you did lose. You lost by not making. And I think people need to understand that, because at the end of the day, precious metals is wealth preservation. This is the ultimate form of a savings account. I found it funny because the other day I was actually talking to my son, and he has started buying silver and gold coins little by little, and not a lot. He's still young, so he doesn't have a big check coming in every month, but he picks up a couple coins here and there. And I asked him, I said, so what do you think about what's going on with precious metals? And he's like, I don't even follow it. I said, do you even know what the spot price is? He said, nope, don't even care. He said, I just pick up a couple coins here and there and I put them away. And I'll be honest, when I wake up in the morning, the very first thing I do, before my eyes are even open, I roll over, I hit my phone and look at the precious metals price. I want to know if last night was the night that things erupted overseas, and this is going to be a crazy day for precious metals. But him, it just lacks. He doesn't care. If it goes up, great. If it goes down, great. But it's not a big deal. And I've said this time and time again that consistency is the key. And I guess looking at daily prices definitely doesn't promote consistency. Because when I see the price get higher and higher, that's when I kind of back off a little bit. And a lot of people will say, I've read it in the comments hundreds of times, you just need a dollar cost average. Just buy no matter what. It doesn't matter. Same time every month, just buy. Me, I've never been that type of person. I've always looked for the dips. If I can catch a little bit of a dip, I go ahead and I try to get it when I can. But, I think it's important that no matter what the position you're in, that you are stacking a little bit here and there. Keep in mind, the price is only going to go higher. Could we see a little dip? Yes. Could you miss out on the greatest opportunity, I believe, in your lifetime, in history, I think. The odds of silver plunging to crazy lows when we're not even at the all-time high with everything as high as it is in price, we didn't even come close to the all-time high. All-time high, you're looking at a little over $50. We got up to what? 32? And now we're coming back down. I don't buy that. Name me another commodity. I've said this 100 times on the channel. Name me another commodity that is cheaper today than it was 50 years ago. Now, I know some people say gold, some people say platinum, palladium. Yeah, that's true, but that all falls under the same kind of category, and it's not as beat down as silver. Silver is the absolute most beat down metal right now, in my personal opinion. It's the most beat down commodity ever. And a lot of that has to do with the short contracts, the paper contracts that are out there, where you have 403 people now claiming every ounce of silver, even though it's in the form of paper. At some point, these people are going to want their silver, but it's not going to happen until stuff gets crazy. Most people just look at they're investing in silver because they want to make a few extra dollars. And that's understandable. We live in a world where everybody wants to make easy money. However, as things get crazier and crazier and the cracks in the system continue to show and the liabilities and more companies become essentially bankrupt and maybe they get accused of cooking the books, kind of like Enron, it's only going to escalate the problems. And if banks start having problems and going under, we're seeing the banks are under a lot of stress right now. But are they closing down? Nah, the majority of banks are staying afloat right now. And little by little, the insurance is getting paid into FDIC. However, eventually something big will happen. And when that does, we're going to see silver and gold just catapult. And then we're going to see people want to claim their silver. They're going to want to take claims on it. And when those 403 people start laying claim to that 1 ounce of silver, the price is only going to go higher because there's not enough silver out there for people to lay claim to. But people don't understand that. Is there silver out there? Yeah, there's silver out there. I'm not going to sit here and tell you it's a silver apocalypse. There's no silver. There's no way to get it. I'm not going to tell you all that. I'm going to tell you the truth. There's silver out there. If you want to pay for it, you can get it. Right now, it's a buying opportunity of a lifetime. But eventually, when people start claiming, that's it. It's not coming back. And the opportunity, when it's over, the door will be shut, and it will be shut forever and sealed. And I think that if you miss out, you're going to be upset. A lot of people are going to end this saying, I wish I had bought more when I had the chance, or I wish I hadn't sold when I did, or I wish. That's it. It's just the way it is. The price continues to climb higher. Like I've said time and time again, when I first started getting gold, it was $999 an ounce roughly. It was just a hair under $1,000. I could even say $1,000. And then 13. And then we saw another big jump to 15. Then we saw another big jump to 17. Then 18. Then 20. And then funny, between 20 and 24 something, it seemed like it happened almost instantly. And that's where we're going. The next jump is going to be even bigger. Think about the last jump. The last jump we saw in gold went from 20 to 24 almost in a blink of an eye. Do any of you guys remember 21, 2200, 2300? I really don't. I mean, it climbed, but it wasn't like, it was happening so quick. That's it. The next jump is going to happen even faster and bigger. I would not be surprised to see 3,000 gold by the end of the year even. And I told a friend of mine that the other day, and he's like, you're crazy. We're not going to see that kind of a jump. That's fast. I said, they're getting faster. The jumps are coming quicker and quicker and faster. So with that being said, eventually, silver's going to pop, but I was about ready to wrap up. But then I was like, well, I'll mention silver again. With that being said, when silver does take off, silver's going to take off too, like a rocket. And then people will be like, man, I should have been buying more silver instead of gold. Whereas right now people are saying, I wish I was buying more gold instead of silver all this time. It's easy to say that now. We haven't seen the eruption in silver yet. And I know people are getting frustrated on the silver side, but, it's part of the game. So with that being said, I hope everybody enjoyed the video. I hope you left me a comment. If you would like to become a member of the channel, right now it's only $1.99. It really helps out the channel. And we do free silver giveaway every month. We do a special event for members only. Anybody can watch it, but it is a members event. So it's a lot of fun. It's worth the $1.99. Plus your comments go directly to my phone. I try to do a good job, especially keeping up with the members' comments. I try to keep up with all comments, but lately with everything going on, it's been super busy. So thank you so much again for watching. If you do become a member, I super appreciate it. And if you don't, it's okay. It's not for everybody. Not everybody is in the position where they want to become a member right now or can. And even though you're not a member, you're a subscriber, I still super thank you for subscribing to the channel and watching. We are trying to grow the channel. And we do special events for subscribers periodically too, where you have an opportunity to win some free silver. So thank you all for watching. Hope you enjoyed the video, and I will see you guys again tomorrow on T-Square Talk. Y'all have a great weekend, rest of your weekend, what's left of it, and I will see you guys again on Monday. Take care, everybody. Have a great one. Bye-bye.